What's up?
I need to take my mind off stuff, so we're gonna go shopping. Hello friends, hello friends, we're here at Ross.
Let's shop with Crystal. We're gonna shop with Crystal. Let's shop with Crystal.
Hello friends, I made it back out to Crazy Gabe's and here we are. Alright, we have this adorable Santa Claus holding a tree with candy cane, peppermint, and he also has his little gingerbread house right there, as you can see. I love his coat, and he's only $16.99. And then, let me back up, let you guys take a look. We also have this beautiful angel. She's a tree topper. She's $16.99. Yep, $16.99, and her wings are heavy. Feels like they're made out of resin. So they put her out, and then they also put out this adorable snowman, Mr. and Mrs. Snowman. She has a cardinal, and he's just hanging out with his top hat, looking cool. And you can see the Pottery Barn tags. Let's take a look and see how much these are going to be. All right, those are going to be $16.99 as well. So if you like the snowmen, well, there they are. Not bad. All right. I'm going to turn around and we're going to keep going. There's lots of cool stuff to look at, so let's do this. All right, they have the small gingerbread houses, and this one has Mr. Gingerbread, and it has the intertwining red and white stripes, and we've got candy canes, we have snow, we have candy canes coming out of the chimney. All kinds of good stuff is going on, and this is going to be $12.99 for that one. And then this chimney is different, same type of look. Well, actually, it's a whole different gingerbread house, same price though. All right, and this one is resin, and it's the pink, of course, pink with the pastels, and I believe it lights up. Oh, I'm wrong. This one's actually only $7.99. So again, these are the little miniature ones. I'm sure they'll be bringing out all of the big ones really soon. All right, coming down here, this looks very much like the Santa from Hobby Lobby from a couple of years ago, but it is here at Crazy Gabe's for only $7.99. And he is resin, and he's holding a cute little gingerbread girl and her boyfriend. So $7.99 for that one. And then we also have the gnomes, and they're getting in on the pastel action and the gingerbread action. One is holding a gingerbread tree, and the other one's holding a gingerbread gal, and $4.99. And then here we have the old-fashioned gingerbread, perfect for your kitchen. And she's holding the candy cane and a gingerbread, and she's got the icing. She's got her little chef hat on. $8.99 for her. She's adorable. And then we also have, if you're in Florida or somewhere warm or Christmas, well, here you got the snowman with the flamingo and a top hat and sunglasses. $6.99. And they also have these beautiful angels. They look very similar to the ones that we did see at home. These are going to be $16.99. Yep. And then they also have the gold deer, very matte, $12.99. And then this also looks like it was from Hobby Lobby, to be honest with you. This is going to be $12.99 as well. I mean, a lot of stuff looks like it came from Hobby Lobby, so that's pretty cool. All right, they also have more gold trees that have glitter tips. This is going to be resin, and it's going to be $9.99. They also have the wooden Christmas trees, and again, this really does look like Hobby Lobby. $19.99 for that tree. And coming down here, they have the old-fashioned gingerbread. This is resin, and it's just the dark brown with the white. This would actually, I mean, this is a really good Pottery Barn dupe. $7.99 for those. And then we also have these down here, just the green and gold, and those are going to be $4.99 each. All right, they also have the red and white garland, old time pottery, and this is going to be $5.99. Not bad. Again, like I said, they're just putting stuff out. And we also have the tinsel wreath for $12.99 with the big red bow. And then we have the Winter Wonderland wreath for $9.99. And then we have this colorful wreath coming in at $12.99. Huh, that's interesting. And then we have the more traditional wreath. Maybe this one's going to come in at $12.99 as well. Yes, it is going to come in at $12.99. Look at those vibrant colors. Love it. All right, they also have these silver reindeer coming in at $12.99. Yep, $12.99 for those. And I like these. I'm assuming these are $4.99. And I thought these were maybe, I don't know what they are. I guess just, I thought they were napkin rings, but I guess not. All right, that was my mistake. And then they also have this gingerbread house. Well, it's a wooden one. And you can also use it for Valentine's. I love the ribbon. It's simple. $4.99 for that one. And then, yeah, are these napkin rings? I don't know. It looks like it. $4.99. So they have them in two different styles right there. And they also have the cardinal in resin, $7.99. And then look at the light up garland. It is 9 by 10, 50 clear incandescent lights. And let's take a look and see how much this is going to be. $9.99. That's actually a really good price. So, yep, $9.99 for that. And they also have these wreaths. These are 30-inch wreaths, and they're just plain. $12.99 for those. All right, they also brought in more beautiful reindeer. These are $12.99 with the snowflake and the embellishment. I do like these. I think these are worth the $12.99, and they're really, really nice. And they're a lot cheaper than the ones that we shot from at home. So it's just an alternative. If you do have a Gabe's in your area, definitely check it out. And then they also got in more of their cool mugs. Here we have the pink snowflake mug, and it's by Gingerbread Home, $4.99. Here we have the pink gingerbread, and that's gonna be $4.99 as well. And then look, this is new too, Milk for Santa. And it has the Santa little handle. $5.49 for that. So not too much new in the mugs. So yeah. Oh look. Joyful, Merry, and Blessed. I like that. $4.99. Same thing with Santa's little helper. Like that as well. Alright, we're gonna keep going. Alright, they did bring out more of the mugs with the toppers, the gnome, Feliz Navidad, and of course the camper. And it has the coaster, and that's gonna be $5.99 for those. Alright, they also have more of their wall decor. Merry Christmas. Of course, it's very farmhouse. $14.99 for that. I feel like that's a little high. We also have Be Merry, a porch sign, or you can lean it. You don't have to use it on your porch if you don't want to. That is also going to be $14.99. And then they have Noel in the shape of the old-fashioned ornament. And again, it's very, very farmhouse. $12.99 for that. And then we also have Merry Christmas with the cardinals, and that is going to be $9.99, the outdoor steak. And then we also have Welcome $9.99 with the Nutcracker. And I do like this. I mean, it is farmhouse, but it's Merry Christmas. It's a big present. I think it's adorable. And let's see how much this one's going to be. That is actually going to be $12.99. Yep. And then I did show these last time we were here because they're only $7.99. I just think it's a phenomenal deal. And then they also have Yourself a Merry Christmas with the snowman, and that's $14.99. And then they also have Santa Claus for $14.99 as well. And look, they have the cute elf girl with her pointy ears. She's got her little funsies with her candy cane. Let's see how much she's going to be. She is going to be $14.99. Yep. And then we also have the gold finials, $8.99. And we also have the tinsel bulb trees for $14.99. And let's go take a look at the snowman right here. Now this, I don't know how much it is. The ornaments, the red, the green, the gold, and the red at the bottom, I'm not sure. But here we have the snowman. And I'm sure he's probably gonna be the same as the elf. I would think $14.99. Yep, $14.99 for him. Alright, they also have these really nice lanterns. Well, not lanterns, but you can make them whatever you want. $16.99. I really think these are a good deal. I mean, you can just put in an LED candle, get 2 of them, you can add to them. I like them. I really, really do. And they look better in person. When I first saw them, I was like, those are really nice. So I don't mind the $16.99 price tag. I mean, of course, I would love it to be cheaper, but it is what it is. Alright, they also have these Christmas trees with your initials. And these are going to be $7.99. $7.99 each for those. Alright, so Gabe's is getting in some really cool stuff for fall. And this is authentic Winnie the Pooh, $19.99. So about the same as to what we're seeing it priced, or maybe a little bit less than at Home Goods. And then I also like this fox too. That is cute. I do like it. $16.99. Sorry, you guys. I had to take you guys way too close. Anyways, I do like those too. I also have these really cool wall decor signs. This is new with the pumpkin and the red and white gingham bow and the sunflowers. $9.99. Home Sweet Home with the faux shiplap, the black ribbon, and the fall, all the fall goodies around it. $9.99. And then you also have the cardinal, kind of giving it a little bit of a Christmas feel. Fa la la miss, as I like to call it. $9.99. And Welcome Fall, I do like that. That's gonna be the same price, $9.99. And then of course the iconic truck. So they brought in some more outside indoor decor. Alright, this outdoor stake is absolutely adorable. It has like a total vintage look. And I love the face and the crows and all that goodness. $8.29. He's adorable. I'm not even that big on scarecrows. And then look at Happy Fall. Another cool outdoor stake going for $14.99. That's a little bit too much. This looks exactly like Hobby Lobby. That is $14.99. And then we have the Welcome with the wheelbarrow, $14.99. And then of course the red truck, Happy Fall, that's only $10.29. And then we have the different color pumpkins. Welcome, $12.99. And then look at the turkey with the different, his feathers are the football, the yard line, and then he even has the helmet, $14.99. And I can't believe how that's such a good Hobby Lobby knockoff for $14.99. That was pretty cool. But this guy has me. And so does she. She's cute too. Happy Fall. Did you guys the price on that? If I did, I'm so sorry. $14.99. She's adorable. And you can style a really nice look with this. Love the acorn, the whitewash distressed look, only $7.99. It is resin. Totally looks like it could be at Home Goods. And then of course the matching pumpkin, again resin, $7.99. And so this has a really high-end look, which I like. Thinking about maybe getting one of these. I like them. So again, I mean, I love the fact that we can, you know, take some items from Crazy Gabe's and make it into a high-end look. That is awesome. All right, I mean, they have so much Halloween and so forth. Let's see how much they're. Okay, $4.99, you guys. That is a phenomenal deal. That's like cheaper than Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree really made me mad yesterday with their $1.75 picks. I was like, that's ridiculous. Look how cool this soap dispenser is. Let's take a look and see how much it is for. $7.99. Like, are you serious? That is awesome. $7.99. All right, these are $59. The Bride and Cowboy Groom. These are actually pretty heavy. You have her in the gold and in the white. These are actually pretty cool. I mean, I don't want them. I just want to show them to you. But yeah, look at all that. And then the skulls are going to be $69.99. They even have the coir mats and the layering rug. Let's see how much of these are. That's actually going to be $12.99. Different colored pumpkins. This would be good for my back door. I think I bought one for the back door. The kitty cats, same price with the green and white. The pastel pumpkins, same price. Not bad. Alright, Gabe's is on fire with their gingerbread. Look at how adorable this donut shop resin is. Now, it is glitterati, but I would totally put this somewhere where, you know, like the hot cocoa bar, maybe where you're going to have a little canister of goodies like cookies or homemade donuts or Little Debbie, you know, Christmas stuff, whatever. It's cute. It's adorable. It's resin. You know, it's fun. Hey, why not? It lights up even better, $12.99. And if you like Pottery Barn, but you don't want to spend the money on Pottery Barn, or you have pieces from Pottery Barn and you want to add dupes, this is a good one. Now, this one does have some glitter on it, and it does light up. This is going to be $19.99. So, yeah, it's a little high. They also have the nativity scene, which I like. It's simple. You can put it, you know, under a small tree. This is resin, and this is going to be $14.99. That's a little high. They're coming in a little high with some of these items, I think. All right. They also have the larger gnomes that light up, $7.99. Joy, Noel, and those are, of course, gingerbread. And then I really like these Santas. I like him. Looks like he is maybe for like a coastal Santa. If it's hot, like Florida is what I'm thinking. He is going to be $9.99. And then, of course, we have the pastel Santa. He still is carrying seashells. So if that's your, you know, if you're like in an area where it's coastal and it's going to be hot, this may be something fun. I don't think Gabe's offers online ordering, but my gosh, I love coming to Gabe's. I cannot tell you guys how it has, I don't want to say changed my life, but I mean, it's just awesome. All right, look at this adorable peppermint steak. $9.99. And then I love this. I mean, it is vintage, but it's a different type of vintage. Not quite Victorian. I don't know. But I like it. Alright, you guys, I had to get this tacky McTacky necklace because it's only $1.99 and it originally came from TJ Maxx. But I also want to make sure it works. because there's not like one of those little tabs to pull, and I don't want it. See, if I don't press on it, it doesn't work. And I'm not seeing like a pull tab. So does it only work if I press on it? What if I just want it to keep going? Yeah, unfortunately I'm not going to be able to get it, and that stinks. It's a good price, but yeah, I mean, this one's $1.99 too, but this doesn't have the quite same amount of tackiness. And it should have one of those like little tabs that you have to pull. Maybe I'm just not doing it right. Yeah, I think that one's just, I think it's older, and I don't know. I don't think it works the way it's supposed to. It says try me. Alright, but how do I get you to stay on? Am I missing something? Alright. Unfortunately, I did want that though. Okay. Look at these lanterns. $14.99 with the red and white, and then the flocked pine, and then the pine cones, and then the frosted holly berry. And they also have these smaller ones for $9.99. And then they also have these with the black and white buffalo check. It says Noel, and it also has a candle in there. The LED candle, $16.99. Now, what I like about Gabe's is like this, you could totally make this look high end. I would get more Norfolk pine and maybe put it in there, help it out a little bit. All right, we're gonna keep moving. They have more of the gnomes with gingerbread and $6.99. Now it's gonna be $6.99 too. So these are cuties. All right, love this gingerbread candy land type of wreath with the tinsel. And look at how adorable the gingerbread girl is and her boyfriend. And we got the peppermints. And this is shatterproof ball wreath. And let's take a look and see how much this is. All right, hold on. $12.99, and I am not ready to start buying wreaths, but I do like this one. Of course, has a gingerbread, absolutely adorable. Oops, don't fall. Okay. And then we have these, which like I feel like I could make, even though I won't make it because it just costs so much. But this definitely looks homemade. I mean, it's not. I'm just saying you could. I mean, I could make this, but by the time you buy everything, it's like you don't just buy it, and that's sad. And they also have it in this color, Believe. Merry Christmas. $29.99. And yeah, I mean, honestly, like even if you went to Dollar Tree and you bought all that mesh, and even if you had this hanging around, you know, and maybe you have a wreath sign, it's just crafting supplies cost a lot, period. All right, let's see. Ooh, we have this cool white wreath. These are probably all gonna be the same price. And you know, I like me a little tacky McTacky. This would be great for like the back door, $12.99. Or maybe this one for the back door. That'd be cool. Oh, look it, they made a Merry Christmas. It's kind of like the Grinch look. Let's see how much this one's gonna be. $29.99. All right. Let's see what else is popping off here at Gabe's. Oh, okay, they have the Snowman family resin coming in at $59.99. Ouch. That's a lot of money for them. Okay. And then we also have their picks, $2.99 each. I like that. And we have more trees. $16.99. We also have this white high gloss tree that lights up, and that is going to be $16.99. And once everything comes out, I will do another comprehensive $7.99 comprehensive look. Comprehensive shop with me. There you go. And they also have this nice Santa Claus as well, $9.99. He has his list. He has his bag of goodies. He's got all kinds of things going on. So he's a cutie. And look at these nutcrackers with the presents on their head. $12.99. $12.99 for them. And the pastels. All right, they also have Joy, the snowman, and he is going to be outdoor snowman, and he is going to be $24.99. That's a little high. So some of their pricing is high. I feel like we saw this at Hobby Lobby somewhere a long time ago. It is $9.99. Peace on Earth. And then they also have Be Merry. And that is going to be $12.99. And then they have the gingerbread chef. And he has the Christmas tree. He has the peppermint buttons. He has a scarf with a little candy applique. And guess what? He's $6.99. Him and his friends down here are all $6.99. Which is a really good price. Alright, they also have Fall Sweet Fall, $4.99. Autumn Skies and Pumpkin Pies, it's going to be $4.99. This will be $4.99. Harvest Blessings. I also like Gather the Harvest, Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice. Eat, Drink, and Be Cozy. That's pretty with the blue pumpkins. $5.99. $5.99 for that. Morning pumpkin, morning pumpkins. All right, let's see. $4.29. In all things, give thanks. Pumpkin spice and everything nice. $5.99. Here for the pumpkin pie. Family time, so you can pick football. That'll be my husband. Football. $4.29. And then look, Happy Harvest. $6.29. Tabletop decor. Thankful. $5.99. Pumpkin Kisses, Harvest Wishes. $4.99. This is a season for pumpkin spice. Same price. Family and Friends. $4.99. Grateful, Thankful, Blessed. Tin sign. $5.99. I mean, there's a lot of really good stuff here, you guys, at Gabe's. And if you have a Gabe's, Gabe's is Gabe's. All right, you guys, that is our shopping trip here at Gabe's. I will see you all in the next one. Gabe's is awesome. If you have a Gabe's next to you, go hit it. You can get a lot of good stuff here at Gabe's. Wait, I didn't show you, but I just bought like 3 really nice sweaters from the loft. But I will show you in the haul. All right, everyone, I will see you guys all in the next one. Thank you so much for hanging out with me here at Crazy Gabe's.